Good morning. Good morning. Mike was muted. I don't do that very often. Hello, everybody. Hope you're all right. Let's see. I'm at no sound. Excellent. Excellent. We're back in business, lads. But yeah, today we are just putting some shit chat. We've got Chris on. Obviously, Chris. We've got Chris here. That's better. Cheers, fellas. I knew I'd done it as soon as I'd started, and it was like, yeah, just rewind. But yeah, it's good to be here. It has been a couple of weeks since we were last on, and it's a Sunday brunch. So I hope everyone's got the roasts in the oven. If you haven't, you're having like a fish finger sandwich or some shit. You know, get those nutrients in you. Get it in you. So I'm going to bring Chris in, and we're going to talk all sorts of random shit about offending people. And we're going to do a little mix up today on something someone sent in. I've been promising to fudge around with it for a couple of weeks now, but I haven't had a chance because I've been doing things. So we'll have a play about with that today. It's not night, silly boy. Anyway, before I put any more foot in mouths, I'll bring our Chris in. Got a steak. Yes, we like steak. It's nearly that day as well, isn't it? Pot noodle and a wank. I think there's something about not swearing for the first couple of seconds. I think we're good now. I think we're good. I think it's the first 30 seconds you're not allowed to swear or something like that. Fuck that shit. We can go straight into it now. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a remix on Graham's. Well, not so much a remix, just a little bit of addition to Graham's Value Mango. So we're going to be playing with that this afternoon. I have spoken to Graham the other week through the Discord, and he said the additions sound wonderful and they work really well. So I just want to, I just want to try it, give it a go, then see where it needs to go from there and try and make the best mango in the world. Hello, Becky. Hello, Freerider. Shrekky Puss. Oh, Graham's in here. Well done, lads and lasses, lady lads, for coming in and joining us on this lovely Sunday afternoon. Josh is in. We are streaming over on the Discord as well, so anybody on Discord, hello. We are going to get back into this more regular. At the minute, it's just hitty-missy is when we can get live. Unless, Chris is more than welcome to hop on a live whenever he wants. And
if I've got time, you know what we're like. We like working. Yeah,
we're busy. I mean, this week I've been building a water-fed pole system for 2 people in the world's smallest van, so it's been like that. Tiny... Is it tiny homes on YouTube where they fit everything in and try and make everything usable? So I've been doing that this week, trying to help my father out because he's getting old. So I'm doing like a voluntary kind of, I'm not getting paid for it. I'm just trying to help him in his later years, try and, keep going, man. Keep going. And when he does finally retire, I'll take that over and just franchise it out probably. So, yeah. On that note, hope everyone's all right. Hope everyone's not working as hard as we are and just enjoying life a little bit. But, fortune favours the brave and all that. You've got to do the thing to be able to get anywhere in life. So that's why we are blasting our twats off day and night. And we're going to be getting back to entertaining you guys a little bit better over the next couple of weeks, months. Probably 2 weeks. So we'll be back. Yeah, 2 weeks we'll be back to being regular. Like 2-3 times a week. But yeah.
And I'm looking at doing an order, by the way, Peter, for the site. I'm going to put your address on it so the other half doesn't know, and we can have more cotton selection.
Oh, God. More cotton. If anyone hasn't seen the cotton selections on site, it's getting pretty intense right now. So, yes, we are going to be taking over the world's supply of cotton. I think Chris has people out in the field picking it right now. Chris does have people out in the field picking because he's that infatuated with the cottons. So plenty of selection for all. Just saying. So yeah, just
packs of cotton just waiting on that side.
Chris is just saying I'm muted on private chat. Sorry now. Yes, lads. So yeah, as well as cotton, obviously we launched the CUNT juice the other week. People are absolutely loving that shit. So we will be rebranding after the atrocities. We will be rebranding that one. It won't continue to be called CUNT juice. It was just because I was feeling triggered at the time.
Just keep it as it is, because he was and still is.
Yeah. Is remembrance for horrible things. What you vaping on, Chris? Says Graham.
I'm just on the RPM 4 because I'm trying to be good, and the other half can't know about it. And then downstairs, I've got the Odin DNA with the Valkyrie 30mm. And in there, I've got some of Net Realities because I'm not allowed to vape any more vintage cola because we're running low again. It's not my fault.
It's not Chris's fault, apparently. It's not Chris's fault, even though he quaffs it. I'm on the RPM 4 as well. I made some salts out of CUNT juice, and it works really well in salt form. I didn't think it would transfer well, but it really does. The bakeries pop a lot more in there. So quite enjoying that. I'm the only person that likes. Well, Chris is strawberry blind, so it's pointless sending Chris something it's anything that's got strawberry. And so we've got a couple of strawberry flavors now that Chris has never tried. He's like, oh, that's a nice cream. What a lovely cream, Pete. So it doesn't really work well for Chris.
It's about a great celebration of shitting in your hands and clapping. It's useless to me.
Yeah. And we will be rolling these labels out on the cola as of next week properly. At the minute, it's been like a hitty-missy affair. So that's the new vintage cola label. You cannot see it. You'll have to catch it on socials. It's got little crack rats on there. So the little rats are addicted to the cola crack. They've all got like fucking weird eyes and shit because they go mental. So that'll be more pushed through over the next couple of weeks. Strawberries and cream smoke. Facts, Matt, with you too, mate. I'm not just on that.
Give me a second. I'll go get my other one.
I know, but you're not actually vaping it, so it's a bit like a false economy, isn't it? But yeah, I'm on the Top Gear with the Strife mainly. I just use that.
Where's my baby?
Well, apparently, I don't know, Graham. I think Net still had trouble. In the strawberry and cream competition we did. So it might have been able to pick up like a couple of notes from it, maybe. But I think if you're strawberry blind, it's like you're just fucked. To be fair, the only other way is to try and make something self-composited to kind of get around that. Does it involve 26 strawberry? Says Shrek. Always extra. He's always extra. Is our Shrek. extra. But yeah, I still have very fond memories from that strawberries and cream competition, and we should launch that liquid. But been busy, lads. Been very, very busy.
There was a gauntlet thrown down afterwards though as well.
Good afternoon, Ash. How are you doing, sir? It's been 84 years since we've been live. To be fair, we've been regular at about once a month over the last 3 months. I'd love to apologise, but shit happens and you just got to deal with it. So yeah, we will be back to a more regular schedule and ripping the world apart. But yeah, the main talking point tonight is upsetting people, not valuing other people's opinions, and just try not to take offence. Because silly bollocks here put a post up on Facebook. I'm like, it's like a parody account that I do. So it's me, but I always like serve shit sandwiches on Facebook. So it's not really it's not an account where I show my kids off generally and stuff like that. It's just somewhere where I go and like express my opinions and take the piss. But yeah, it got a bit heated the other day, and I just want the other person to know that you're allowed your own opinion as a man, and I do actually value the fact that you got your own mind, and it was a nice debate, even though you might have got a bit upset about it. But
they're like shit happens. Everyone's got one.
Parody account. It kind of is a little bit. I try not to take life too seriously anyway, but hello, Dwayne Pettibone. Man, I was just upsetting some. You know what I'm like, Ash. Like I'm a gentle, lovely soul, but I've got an opinion, and if it's a funny thing, I like to serve the shit sandwich. So if it's a meme, then it'll have meaning behind it in another way. Do you know what I mean? It's not designed to hurt people. It's designed to get attention and then talk about it. So yeah, didn't mean to upset anybody. I'm not a bastard. But we are all entitled to our own thoughts, because that's what makes us unique. We're allowed our own thoughts. We're allowed to like people, that other people might not necessarily like. We're allowed to think different things. It's called humanity, so get over it. So yeah, that's that one addressed, I think. But yeah, there's no hard feelings anywhere, Fucking hell, we're not children. We just get on with it. Yeah, I think so, Ash. Like, I'd gladly just sit and talk shit with that person, or like I know what happened. It didn't really affect me personally, because I value other people's thoughts. They aren't mine. That's theirs. If they take offence, that's on them. It's not. You cannot give people offence. They've got to take it. So that's on them. You'll be cancelled next week, probably, mate. I hope not. I hope that person eventually reaches out and just laughs about it. Probably not. But yeah, there's no hard feelings anywhere, because it's just life, isn't it? It's just life. And when confronted with hard facts, it's undisputable. Chris just like, ooh, yeah. So that was.
I'm not getting involved in this.
But you're allowed to like who you like. I might not be a good fit for a lot of people, but fuck it, I don't care. I'm not there for them. I'm not there for them people. I'm there for you guys and anybody that kind of vibes. I'm not brainwashing folk. You know what I mean? I disagree with Chris.
If you're living in someone's head rent free, fucking live there.
Yeah, but like me and you, Chris, we always have, like, we're not tiffs. We don't have tiffs, but we have disagree. Like, our thoughts aren't the same. We disagree on things, but we value each other's thoughts on those things. You just get on with it, man. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to do a bit of mixing now, because that has lulled me something silly. What? So, yeah, I was laughing the whole time. I was, we're not in a horrible way, not in a bigoted way or being a bastard, but I just value other people's thoughts.
And I was just there like Phantom of the Opera, just with mask on and playing piano and watching, just yes.
It is, mate. This may be a bit rare. It's starting to crackle a little bit, but I'm quite liking that. It's not been off me back for about 6 months. So the wearability on these things are fucking awesome. Get them on the website. So I'm going to do a little bit of mixing. I'm just going to put 48 ml into a beaker of this, and then I'm going to start adding little bits to it. I do have the full recipe, but we won't be showing it to the public. This is Graham's baby. If he wants to shill on it later on in the day, he's more than welcome.
Peter?
Yes, sir?
Croissant muffin, blue raspberry compote style.
Blue raspberry, that might be actually quite nice, Chris. You're on the steak, aren't you, mate? Shrek is cooking a steak. Top secret.
I'm waiting on the colonel to deliver at 4 o'clock.
You are. You will look like a takeaway. I'll probably have a ham sandwich because I can't be asked to cook. Ham and peas pudding, a good old northern favourite. That's what's going down today. So, I did have some concentrates dug out. I'm going to add a little bit of papaya to this mix, Graham. And that's TFA papaya. We're going to add some of that in. So, this is like an inside joke, so apologies to all, but I want to do it. I want to do it just to prove that I have done it. When I say I'm going to do something, I generally do. 9 out of 10 times. So, right, we'll put 1% of papaya in there. So in 50 ml, 1%, exactly, same wavelength, mate. You don't want it overpowering. You want it backing up from the rear. Chris having these dirty mind thoughts.
It's only dirty the first time, then it's common practice. Come on.
Right. Right, so there we go, 1% of that in. And I was going to put some peach in this, but I've decided to go against the grain a little bit. And if I can find it, I've just had it. I want to put 0.5% of TFA apricot in here. I was wanting to go creamy and all sorts, but I was like, no, we'll just keep it fruits, keep it ripe fruit for Graham. So we're going to put 0.5% of TFA apricot in there as well. And then we might up the sweetener a little bit. Don't hate. Like 0.2% extra sweetener in there. So we'll put 0.25 in because it's 50 ml. Lovely jubbly. Da, da, da. And I'm going to put 0.2% additional sweetener, Graham. Additional sweetener, 0.25%. I need a little... Oh, hear that? You can tell how often I use my super sweet. Can you hear it? It's going a bit granular around the cap. A bit like sandpaper.
But you got the cock sand.
Cock sand. What is cock sand?
When someone doesn't wash for a while and it's like a sandy deposit.
Oh, mate. What? Right, so we are going to go for an extra 0.2%. There we go.
Definitely a very good build in this.
What are you using? It's a bit crusty, mate. I don't use sweetener very often, but I think with this, it's going to really help and bind it quite a bit. So put some of that in. Crusty cheese. Oh, mate.
I believe the term is Willydelphia.
Because you're filthy, filthy lad. Yeah. Times one for crusty cheese. Right, we'll give this a little bit of a mix and we'll give it a vapey vape. Cock sand is when you do something on the beach.
It's not.
It's not.
It's when you let it really mature. So it goes a bit gamey.
This sounds awful. It just brings back images that's not on the cock, but like, you know, them kids at school used to have like all the sleep in their eyes all the time. It was like yellow crust in the eyelashes.
That's exactly it. That's it.
It's bringing no coolant in it. It could actually do with a bit more cooling. Graham, not gonna lie. Did you tame it down when you sent it to me or not? I was expecting like a head blower. I mean, it is cool. It is cool, but you could easily add a little bit more in, like do a mix of WS-23 and Coolada in there.
Wait.
I've got the recipe in front of me, the original. That smells fucking delightful. So that's just building on top of what Graham sent out. I think 2% WS-23, so we'll find some Coolada. It's hard with this light on, man. Let's see if we can find some Coolada. Put 0.5% of Coolada in here as well. Going right back, OG. There we go. So put 0.5% of Coolada in. It is going to minty it through a little bit, but I can get it open.
Ah, the sneaky child locks.
It's because it doesn't get used. This could do with warming up, to be fair. So 0.1 on the old scales because I'm doing 50. There we go. 0.1. I think you probably could push it up to like 0.5%, Graham, on the Coolada. Give that another shaky shake, and then we'll have a vape of it. It smells amazing. But it's not like an obnoxious pairing of fruits, you know, they quite complement each other. So you got apricot and papaya in there.
What about a bit of coconut milk?
Coconut would probably sit nice in it as well, mate, to be fair. Just a bit, for like a bit of extra mouthfeel. I might put some Flavora coconut in. I'll try it before and I'll try it after. Right, that's sufficiently shaken. Let's have a go at this.
Or even some cantaloupe. I just
want to see how refreshing it is. It's not obnoxious, but I think it's where it needs to be. I think 0.2% OG Coulada Graham is definitely sufficient.
What about some orange in there, Peter?
I was thinking that, but I didn't want it overpowering. Like a nice gentle nectarine would probably help. But I think you can go too complex. I think just a little bit of papaya, a little bit of apricot. I wouldn't add any more at this point. Right,
and what are you drinking today? The most important question.
You just have to be very careful with orange, Graham. Very careful with it. Because it can have a habit of taking over a recipe. So just even like 0.1% would probably be enough, maybe too much. All right, let's have a go. My cap's kind of stuck on. Tastes juicy around the mouth. Tastes juicy. Yeah, I need it on a fresh wick, to be fair. See if we've got any new wicks. Should have loads, like.
Nightmare?
I've got a lace here. The Nightmare is still cheesy after being through the sterilizer like 4 times. Still cheesy. I'm going to have to put it in with some like spirit or something. But then it might take all the paint off. That's nice and present. I would like to try that in a stock coil. I think it would work really well on a stock coil. And you can probably go even higher on the Coulada if you wish to. Up to like 0.7%.
So a commercial, what you're saying is 5%?
12%. With 12% sweetener. I have a feeling with that extra 0.2%, it's probably about 0.4% sweetener in there, which isn't too high. I can't remember the OG recipe that Graham sent. The sweetness, you could even take the sweetness a little bit further. That's getting on the right track now. It was nice, don't get us wrong. I'm not saying it was shit, Graham. It just needed those little elements to kind of add things. I think a little bit of coconut in there would work really well. 15% super sweet and 5% WS23. Exactly that. Exactly that. That being said, it's pretty decent, to be fair. I'll play about with this week. I promise I'll play about with it. And if Graham wants to release that one to the world, that's up to Graham. Right, what have we got? Let's have a look. I'm going to pull these wicks out. They're well used.
Ew.
I think I was doing some coffee tests and some chocolate tests the last time I give this a thorough bashing. Sweet Coconut by Flavora is good. Capella also pretty decent. Just that the standard coconut by Capella is nice. As long as you don't go too high, because it does go a bit cardboard-like.
Delicious.
Cardboard. Coconut's a queer one. Pull up them monkey wicks. Pulse the coils a little bit. Oh, they need a strummage. Probably a tighten down as well, to be fair. Oh, we've got fire. Fire. Don't be scared of the flame. Embrace the flame.
Oh dear.
I didn't burn him.
We didn't burn him.
So basically, you burn off all the shit. So if you get a bit of flameage, don't panic too much. Extinguish said flame. You know, we're not arsonists, but that's just the crud. Then if I was a little bit more prepared, I would have had a nice glass of water up here and just like quickly, and then you see all the shit just coming off your coils. Then you're good to go. But now it's probably just going to sit in the juice wells.
It adds to the flavour.
They're glowing very evenly. You can see the crap on them though. I don't like that. Like carbonation on there. SSA ripe coconut and Mullenbury palm coconut. Nice. Nice. I haven't tried the palm coconut, to be fair. I've had the SSA, and the SSA is really nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this sweet coconut in at 0.2. If in doubt, you know, 0.2%. With it being Flavora as well, you probably knock it down to like 0.1%, and it'd still be a bit too much. Right, so when you're using laces, pull lace all the way through. So lace end, pull it all the way through. So you have the back of your lace there, then you cut off here, and then you have a lace to go back through the other side. There we go, there's one. Lick them to cool. I think so. Just put it on your japs. Talking about the cheese, put it on your japs.
You can melt the cheese
right out. I don't actually encourage anyone to try that because, you know, you'll end up in hospital and that.
Depends. Some people enjoy the burn.
Chris, you are a kinky bastard. There we go.
Peter, this is a liquid. It'd be marvellous.
What is it?
It's cherry pie pastry sour.
Oh, nice. I'm not usually a fan of like sours when it comes to beers and stuff. I once had a grapefruit one and it like turned me face inside out with it. It was just weird. It wasn't even that. It was sour. It was bitter. It wasn't like sour. It just had like a weird tang running through it, and I was like, nah. Can't believe I just paid for that. It was like £5 for a half. Because when you get posh beers, they come in halves and 3/4 generally, don't they? And it's like, how weird. You ask for a pint of something, it's like £8. What? We need to get to some more breweries next time I come down, Chris.
You mean just go back to the same one because it's always changing?
Yeah. Right. Well,
that tonka bean. I'm still trying to find coconut in.
So we're going to go for 0.2% on the sweet coconut. This can dry, you know, coconut can dry things out a little bit. where you're really wanting to inject some moist. But I just think the mouthfeel will be sensational with it. So we'll go.
I mean, you could add some sort of moisture from a mandarin orange, though, couldn't you?
I've tried not to mess with the mangoes element because they're pretty good. So
but oranges and mangoes is like a marriage.
But you know, this might not work. And then I'm going to have to go to the recipe and rebuild it from scratch.
Balls to the wall, Pete. Balls to the wall.
Next week was released. Value mango. Joking. Won't ever happen. Although I do want to make a good mango, it would be different. It would be different. Right, we'll give this a go with the additional coconut on the fresh wicks.
Freck, we don't touch cucumber.
See, cucumber, it works well with like more berries. Like everything has its place, doesn't it? Like if I was to try and juicy this out, I would probably put a tiny bit of orange mixed with a bit of pear.
Or cactus.
If you're going for berries, cactus, if you know what's going to add, cactus has that lemon note through it, like very heavy lemon note through it. So that works very well with berries to lift berries and stuff. As does cucumber. But cucumber has a habit of turning things a little bit greener. So it depends what you're making. If you're making a botanical style thing with berries and stuff like that, add a bit of cucumber and it's going to push through that like botanical feel. But if you're wanting to lift the flavours and brighten it up, then use a bit of cactus. Right, I'm gonna put some on my wicks. Let's get the wicks moist, lads. Let's have a go at this. I really should have put it back in a bottle for better application. These are bloody big juice wells, man. So I'll just splat it all in, straight in, and have a big old bit of this. There's about 6 ml going into this. More. We need more. A little bit more. There we go. Right. Let's give this a run in. Yeah, definitely. When we make something next week, add a little touch of coconut in. Cool lad, kicked in nice. Yeah, it's got a kick. It's punchy.
I don't know.
You don't actually taste the coconut. But it just adds a little bit of texture there. Just be careful not to dry it out. So if using coconut in anything, so say you're making a cookie with coconut, you know, just keep it low. Keep it low, work your way up, and then pull back if you've got to. Otherwise, it gets a little bit too much. What have I said, Chris? What have I said?
Nothing.
Your mind is a filthy place to be. Good
no,
heavens.
It's a friendly place.
Friendly, full of happy things and burning people. Dry, always dial it back rather than adding too much. But if you're doing a cookie, definitely I wouldn't go above like 1.5%. If coconut's your main note in that cookie, I wouldn't go above 1.5%. Yeah, we need to make a cookie, don't we?
No, we need a
cronut. I need to
or
make a bang of watermelon for old hip hop. Is what I need to do. Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a cronut or a cruffin, Pete.
Chris, this is funny. Like is my audio out of sync? Is my audio out of sync?
No.
Yours is about 50. Yours is about 10 seconds out. Let's play a game. It is for me. It might not be for everyone else.
Is it your Ugandan connection again?
Mate, I've got that special number next to me Wi-Fi symbol. It's supposed to be the best ever. But yeah, check us out on OnlyFans. OnlyFans. We'll be covering ourselves in e-liquid and sporting weird haircuts. It's what we do. Mate, I'll do a little Hitler one. Just like a... No, but that's good. Excellent. It must just be the StreamYard kind of dashboard being a bit weird. It does it when you first play a video or anything. It kind of... I don't know. It's like a buffering internally on that platform. But yeah, that was interesting. I've enjoyed playing about with that one. That you know, it's quite nice. I'll put some of that in a stock coil tank. What have I got that I can put it in? I will have something fancy kicking about to have a vape on it, because I think mango works well in stock coil. It seems to get the flavors punching through. Let's check this out. Yeah, my Wi-Fi has a 6 next to it. I believe that's supposed to be the best, but you know, it could be failing. We've got gremlins, lads. There we phased out there, went black. Black?
It was just your side.
Not racial, just the colour was good. Probably my side. I'm gonna run my shade. Right, I'm gonna run a quick broadband test on. Something's playing up. Oh, let's start this bugger. It could just be my laptop because it's pony. 30 megabyte per second download. 30. That's pretty shit for it, to be fair.
I was going to say I'm not 226.
And 50 odd upload, so it's more than enough for StreamYard. More than enough. The ping, 206 milliseconds. The higher the ping, the better, isn't it? Or is it the lower? I'm sure it's the higher.
Lower.
So 206, pretty shit. Oh well, so the internet's fine, but the ping is terrible. Never mind. But yeah, I've got loads of flavors that we're going to be playing with. That's not 6G. That's what I have. I thought it was higher, so like when you're gaming and stuff, if it's like 80 ping, it's really good. If it's like 15 ping, it's shit. No, the other way around. See, these gamers know it all. I pretty much am in the countryside, mate, but so this internet is no good for gaming, are you saying, with that ping rate?
Nah. It's got to be one of those ones where you see a character on when you're playing something like Fortnite running and they're actually doing something completely different, and a minute later you get killed by them and you're infuriated.
Saying that, I'll probably go on Fortnite in a little bit. I've got to do some, because I've been building this van out, doing like plumbing, electrical work and like joinery and shit. And I need to get it all stained up. So this afternoon I'll probably go to somewhere like Wickes or Wilco's and get some black stain, black, and make it look pretty as well as just functional. So I'll be doing that this after. But yeah, I hope we get back on next week. We should do. I'm hoping. It depends. It depends. I'm in the final throes, lads. Everybody that knows. So on next Monday is the date. So I'm going to be very busy up until that point, getting absolutely shafted by that thing. So yes, I'm going to be busy
what we've learned from this is don't get married.
Don't get married. Chris has just put the cat out of the bag there a little bit. Don't get married. And especially, don't get a solicitor a million miles away thinking they're going to be really good because they've got raving reviews. And then they turn around at the last minute and tell you your solicitor isn't available on the day. And you're going to have a barrister that's cost like $2,000 for an hour. Don't do that because, fuckers. So yeah, it's safe to say I won't be paying $2,000 for an hour. They can go and fuck themselves right royally, and they'll have to come up with another solution. It's just the way of things. I ain't paying $2,000 for shit. So yeah, it's a bit up in the air, and until Monday and everything's finalised, I'm going to be a nervous fucking wreck. I won't be I won't be because nothing really phases me. But I just know for a fact that I ain't paying $2,000, so I need to find another solution. Lasses, mate, I could, you can do a lot with $2,000. You can do a lot with $2,000. I could put that to really good use. Like spend it on my actual kids and stuff rather than yeah. So yes, it's going to be busy until next Monday, and then after next Monday, it's just waiting for the absolute. I think after that, and then I'll probably have a little party with you guys, a divorce party, and then just focus on the kids the way it should be. So yeah.
What's that one going to be called? Fat, single, and ready to mingle.
Fat, single, and ready to mingle. Yeah, let's do this shit. So on that note, Chris is probably getting banners made up as we speak, like a congratulations on the divorce, and we'll throw a massive party probably down in York and celebrate like motherfuckers. What car does this bloke have? A 747, mate. It's you don't even have to be there. That's the thing. Sorry, your solicitor's on holiday that day. Funny that you took the case on, knowing the dates, and then suddenly, for an act of trying to shill and get commission from recommending a barrister. Not on my watch, mate. Not on my watch. I'll be paying $2,000. They'll be getting a 500 quid kickback. So rather than charging 200 quid and having to do the work, they're just going to sit back and cream 300 quid for fuck all. No, that is not happening. So yes. Other than that, fucking hell, man, lifers. We're here for life. Yeah, don't go getting married to the wrong people. I think that's a good takeaway from this. Don't get married to the wrong people. Although do celebrate the good things you got from those people, like children, and respect them in that kind of regard. And just go and be merrily single, married, whatever you want to be. Yeah, but I won't be doing it again. Them's the facts. Chris, have you any plans on getting married, civil partnership, anything like that?
We keep discussing paintball wedding. It's just not happened yet.
Oh, so yeah, we aren't all against marriage or civil partnership. The banes are exactly that, Graham, and I think people forget about that and start using them as weapons.
But I've been with my other half for 13 years.
Yeah, but you've got to keep focused on what you need to stay focused on. Anything you can control, just fucking go with it like riding a wave, because you cannot do fuck all about it. I'll probably release a book on divorce at some point. The modern man's guide to not giving a fuck when it comes to divorce. I'll probably do that.
What's it going to be called? Eulogy of the Damned?
Maybe. Don't go near that poisonous fanny trap is probably what it'd be called. I don't know. No, you've still got to show respect. It's no good spouting off and, like, you know, you've got to show respect, especially if there's kids involved in that. You might hate their guts and want them dead, but you've still got to be nice, you know, especially in front of the kiddies and stuff. And yeah, you just say your piece and leave, don't you? Hello, Jess. How you doing? It's been a hot minute. I haven't seen anybody in ages, man. We haven't been live, to be fair. We're just discussing reality bullets and a little bit of too much of an overshare on my next week. But I hope everyone's all right. Chris is having a good giggle about it. We will be arranging a party.
I'm sorry.
And I'll be getting absolutely arseholed in York, probably, and being surrounded with women and shit. Just... Last time we went to York, it was a nightmare, wasn't it, Chris? Chris was nearly poking eyes out. Yeah, I was getting eyeballed left, right, and centre by the women. They hadn't seen tall folk before. So, yeah. Yeah. We'll see what happens next time I go down to York. We will probably celebrate in the big style. What time are we on? We're on 47-minute mark. I think we should clock out, say our goodbyes, but much peace, love to everybody. Remember to respect other people's opinions because they are their opinions, not yours. Don't feel butthurt if someone has a different opinion to you. And awesome, Jess. But yeah, just, you know, don't take life too seriously and don't get upset when other people have a different thought process is all I'm saying. But on that note, I wish you all a very good week. We will hopefully catch you next Saturday or Sunday. Hopefully, it might not happen. Depends how much of a flap I'm feeling close to the event. We'll see. But there's nothing stopping Chris and Stefan might be around if they fancy doing a live in my absence. But yeah, much love. Hope everyone stays safe, has fun, and just has a really good week. Don't let the little things get you, or things you can't control. Let's find the outro, Chris. Where is it? See you all soon. Bye for now.